there's not that many people here, so a lot of people won't know. This will be for podcast exclusive only. But I got this painting portrait that I'm gonna put in a frame, then hang it up on my wall behind me. Damn, it's bigger than I thought. So I guess not when it's further. So ready? So that's gonna be on a frame on the wall. Like I'm gonna put some shelves on the back of the wall. And but yeah, I needed some art because it looks so plain. I think this is gonna look sick. So just figured I'd show you guys. But why not a fan, JT? For the 8 people here, thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're almost at 3,800 subscribers. We're at like 3,740 or something like that, I believe. So the stream has been growing quite quickly. We're one of the fastest growing channels, fight channels on YouTube. So that's just great to know, great to like be a part of with you guys. So thank you. But yeah, we're gonna put up Muhammad Ali on the wall. Marcel says the greatest of all time. Very nice. Yeah, I can't wait to put that up there, man. I really can't wait. Like I want to have good visuals, you know. Like I know my house looks a mess or my basement looks a mess. Look, I still got to paint a little bit, but we're gonna improve the stream little by little. JT says because he's trying to be Conor, and I hate when fighters try to be something else. The one thing that you can say about Conor when in his ascension is, let me see if I could pull it up real quick. I see what you're saying, and that's why I want to add on to it. Let me just quickly. Conor in his ascension, I can show you guys real quick. Imagine 2013 Brimage, but then okay, Max Holloway, you know, 2 fights later, Poirier, Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo. His ascension to the top was just so fast. Nate Diaz, Eddie Alvarez. So like these guys want to get paid more. They don't want to fight ranked fighters. I think Conor, and I think it's true, maybe it was a different time. Conor took whoever they put in front of him. And maybe like, okay, so my question to you, excuse me, JT, is Paddy Pimblett making a mistake by kind of saying, I don't want a ranked fighter? Is Sean O'Malley making a mistake by saying, I don't want Frankie Edgar because New York taxes are too high? Even though, man, he didn't take Frankie, but he's taking Paiva. Paiva's a real threat, by the way. So, I don't know. Like, what do you think about that? And he's not that great of a fighter either. What I will say, JT, is I somewhat agree with you. He, his punches like looked a bit sloppy. He got caught. I mean, props to him. He recovered, but he got hit with a big punch, and he recovered. But fighting a ranked opponent, maybe he's not only did he not take it or says he wouldn't take it, he shouldn't. As far as I don't think he's ready either, and you know he's a rising star and he has a lot of followers and he has that kind of charisma, that aura, but. I know what you mean, JT, as far as like Conor, at least you could say in his prime, he was dangerous. He was like at the elite level, where I don't think you could say the same about Paddy, in my opinion. So that's where I kind of get your point. I kind of see what you're saying. Yo, what's up? Just here enjoying the podcast. Risky, welcome to the stream, my guy. Make sure if you guys are just getting here, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the bell for post notifications. But yes, Risky, thank you for coming to the stream. But I understand what you mean, JT. I 100% understand. Now, real quick, one of the last topics before I get out of here. Islam Makhachev. Early predictions. I'm not going to hold you guys to it. Nobody's going to like take a screenshot of one of your comments. Is he going to be able to match Khabib's career when it's all said and done? Because what I will say Islam does better than Khabib is striking wise, being a southpaw fighter, having many weapons. I would say Khabib's ground game is better, where like he's just a lot more dominant on the ground, in my opinion. As far as like his pressure, like his pace on the ground, where I feel like Islam is a little bit more like finesse, and he still finds submissions on the ground and things of that nature. I don't think his ground pressures that much. But when it's all said and done, he has Hooker at UFC 267. And UFC 267, let me look that up real quick. I believe it's 267. Yes. On that card is Blachowicz versus Teixeira, Yan versus Sandhagen, then Islam Makhachev versus Hooker. All right. One of the last things we could talk about, yes, is Islam going to be the next Khabib, or there's no chance? What would you guys say to that? Is that just absolutely insane to assume? Is it disrespectful to Khabib? Is it too early? Or do we see glimpses of that kind of greatness? And you know, JT, their argument would be, well, hey, I have a following bigger than a lot of these ranked fighters, and that's why I should get paid more, because they'll see someone like Jake Paul get in the ring and make a ton more money than they do. So I get where they're coming from, but what I will say to you is that I believe it can backfire. So I know what you mean. It's a dangerous game to play. Let's say you're asking for more money, but then you lose to like a nobody. Your stock plummets a bit, and maybe the UFC is not going to be that nice in trying to build you back up. It's one of those things where it could be a dangerous game, or should fighters always negotiate? JT says, I do believe Islam is going to be better because I think he will fight longer. To that point, this is a tough one for me. Real quick, I'm going to just go to Khabib's. I truly don't know how I feel about it yet. A lot of Khabib naysayers, or, you know, there's those that say Khabib is like the greatest champion of all time and lightweight champion of all time. And people say, look, he just didn't fight enough. To have RDA, which is right here. Just these opponents right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gaethje, Poirier, McGregor, Iaquinta, Barbosa, Michael Johnson, Horcher, and RDA. To win those fights back to back, to never lose, even though a lot of people say he kind of sandbagged for a bit, it's really tough. It's really tough to say. I don't know. You might have a point. It's really tough to say whether he's like one of the greatest champions. A lot of people give it to John Jones, GSP. It's really tough to say whether he deserves it. Jake Paul audience is way bigger than theirs. It's true. I mean, like, for example, Paddy has more followers than a lot of ranked opponents. And I think that's where fighters like Paddy Pimblett and Sean O'Malley are coming from. Like, they're basically saying, we have a following, we should get paid more. Where I guess the UFC just says, look, this is a contract that you signed, that you agreed to. So when they try to give them ranked fighters, they're like, hey, no, I'm going to wait till I get paid more. And I understand both sides. I don't know if it's a dangerous game to play or if it's the right thing that these fighters should be doing. It's really tough to say. This is good practice for me, by the way, with the podcast, like talking like this. But we're going to keep improving the content, so keep it locked. This weekend, Costa versus Vettori. We will be covering that. Let me see real quick. What is it? October 23rd fights. Maybe I can also cover. So Costa versus Vettori. Also, I think it's Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring. October 23rd. So that's like on ESPN Plus too, but I might be here for that as well. It's not a huge fight. It's a big enough fight. Boxing and MMA schedule. October 23rd. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing. Oh, Fedor versus Johnson. I don't know if a lot of people are interested in that. That's at 8 a.m. on a Saturday? Are they fighting on Showtime? Let me see what Bellator 260. Maybe I wake up and cover that. Hold on a second, because I'm just trying to get all the content that I can. Um, does MMA fighting actually put up the cards? Main card: Fedor Emelianenko versus Timothy Johnson. Emelianenko making a comeback, man. He's he's respected. Usman Nurmagomedov is also fighting as well too. I forgot on that card. Hmm. I'm sorry. I thought I was showing this the whole time. I forgot Fedor fights 8 a.m. I might do that. Okay, so 8 a.m. Fedor versus oh wait, this can't be, no. This can't be Bellator 269. It can't be 8 a.m. 269 Eastern time. Let's see. Wow, Eastern time, I think. No way. I think they had it right. Bellator 269. Oh, Fedor versus Johnson, 11 a.m. I might do that. I mean, why not, right? Get the content out. Fedor versus Johnson. Fedor with a comeback. So that's at 11 a.m. Let's quickly see what else is happening that night before we get out of here. Boxing and MMA schedule. I don't know why I tabbed out. Real quick. By the way, Oz in the building. Paddy is a UK hype job. I would like to see even Bobby Green piece him up. He has gained like 20 pounds. I don't know if you've seen pictures of him and podcasts, but he has gained like 20 pounds. He might be a hype job, so maybe he's trying to milk it and get as much money as he can. So I might have to agree with you, Oz. Welcome back, man. JT says Kevin Holland even said that if you want to get paid more, then you got to be more active. That's true. Like the UFC does reward that, in my opinion. I would have to agree with you. So, let's see what else is on real quick. Bellator 269. So like at 11 a.m. Then Costa that same day versus Vettori. What else? Then Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevenson. Am I missing anything else? Real quick, guys, before we get out of here. October 23rd. This is only ESPN. Do you guys know of any other events on the 23rd? I mean, that's enough. I might try to cover it all. Make it like a work day. Not quite sure. But yeah, so in the morning, Bellator 269, then Jamel Herring at night, then Costa versus Vettori. I might just cover it all and say freak it. Gonna be a lot of work, but I enjoy it. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. It was cool talking, fighting. Oz, I think I agree with you as far as like, I mean, he has time to improve. I like something on my seat. He has like time to improve, but I wasn't too impressed. A lot of people like enjoyed his like style of fighting because he got rocked and then he won, but it almost looked like a slugfest, not that much skill involved. I might have to agree with you in that he's not as good as people thought. Do you have any thoughts on the Lopez and Haney altercation? I meant to talk about that before I get out of here. Plugs. I do want to answer your question, but what do you think about it first? Can you quickly, like, when you hear this, can you respond? Because I want to tell you what I saw. I also want to tell you what people are saying, but I don't know how much you have been following that whole situation. Let's just say a lot of people are taking it where it doesn't need to be. It's a lot of speculation. And look, I've criticized Teofimo before. Let's just say I think Haney looked a bit corny this time. And people will think I'm a Teofimo hater when I think he's one of the greatest in boxing right now, pound for pound. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, guys. But yes, real quickly, plugs. What are your thoughts before we get out of here? Haney is fighting. I know the Jojo Diaz was offered, but let me actually look at I don't Haney box rec. Who does he have next? He doesn't have anybody booked at the moment. Tell me. You don't think the fight will happen between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney? I saw Eddie Hearn in the midst of that saying this needs to happen. They were trying to hype it up. Miller don't like Haney. It's not that I don't like Haney. I just wasn't too impressed. I was impressed with him versus Linares. I think he did a great job. But against Gamboa wasn't that impressive. So I like Teofimo more as a fighter, I would say, or he has a look. For Devin Haney to be talking all that trash, you look at Devin Haney's resume, it is Linares, Gamboa, Santiago. I could give you two names that totally outweigh anything on his resume. Lomachenko and Comey. Way outclassing Devin Haney's opponents. Way outclassing. That's what I'm saying. Tell me, like, Lopez piecing Haney up. Like, Haney does this a lot where he talks behind the scenes, and I'm just like, look, man, I need to see you fight some better opposition. That's all I'm saying. Linares was a good step up. He won by unanimous decision. That wasn't too long ago. That was May 29th. But you're going to have to start fighting some like higher ranked opponents, in my opinion. JT, it'll be a while before that fight kind of happens. So I might have to agree with you there. He is the biggest duck in boxing. Ryan Garcia is a wasted spot in the rankings. Man, I really wanted to see. I don't know if you guys ever seen Jojo Diaz versus Tevin Farmer or Fortuna. Especially the Farmer fight. He looked great. Jojo Diaz, I actually like as a fighter. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Garcia. I mean, he had a hand injury. Maybe he's telling the truth. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but first it was a Manny Pacquiao exhibition fight. That didn't go through. He was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis, then Tank Davis says, let's make it happen. And then he was like, no, I want Manny Pacquiao. Now he's supposed to fight Jojo Diaz and hand injury. After a while, enough is enough, so to speak, right? Like after a while, we have to say, look, you either have to fight or you need to stop this madness. You know what I mean? Like you're talking a lot of trash. You're not fighting anybody. I mean, he did good against Luke Campbell. He got knocked down. He got back up. He did a decent job as far as like recovering, and at the end of the day, the kid has speed and he has power, charisma, a following. He's under Canelo's camp, so the longer he's there, the more he trains. He could be a very dangerous fighter. But the last time he fought was Luke Campbell, and that was Ryan Garcia BoxRec. I mean, maybe it wasn't that long ago. That was January 2nd of 2021. So like about 10 months ago, 11 months ago. And fights have fallen through. It's one of those things where like, okay, you did impressive. The kid is 21-0 with 18 knockouts. That is impressive. Man punching wood for the Instagram. He's always doing that punching people's stomach with the whole protector thing. And I'm like, all right, after a while that gets old. We want to see you in the ring. Devin should fight Jojo. So in my community post, my guy, real quick, I'll show you. By the way, the community post we've been having popping, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. My guy, I think his name Kling Klong. As for bro, I put rate this fighter 50 votes. But with Dylan Dennis, people hate Dylan Dennis. That's funny. 50% at 1 star. Somebody voted like 5 stars. That's funny. But here we go. Devin Haney, 101 votes, 94 votes, 150. We've been getting a lot of interaction with these. It's pretty cool. So make sure you guys vote on those things. But I think he voted right here. Hold on, I'll bring it up real quick. I am in the way. Second, ladies and gentlemen. I need to be like right here. Okay. If you guys could read this, I don't know how it looks for you guys. But okay, Kling Klong right here said they offered Diaz the same amount of money. Speaking of Jojo Diaz, right? For the Garcia fight to fight Haney. But it looks like Diaz is just going to wait for Garcia's hand to heal. We were talking about Devin Haney and things of that nature. So I would like to see that. Let's see who Haney gets next. Just, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these fighters, they got to, I don't know. At one point, I gotta start sitting up, bro. My posture is by far the worst posture on YouTube. Has to be. We've been on for almost an hour. I didn't even expect to be this long. Me and wife are gonna watch the Bills game and hang out, but I just wanted to talk a bit. And maybe, look, we have 8 viewers right now. Maybe it's best to start like at 9 p.m. podcast, or maybe at 6 p.m. I don't know. 6 p.m. might be good. You guys let me know if you guys have any suggestions. I just want to keep improving the content. But I was actually impressed with Luke Camp. Oh, I was impressed too. He got knocked down. He got back up. He won the fight. He won by knockout. Pretty impressive. Probably broke his hand doing bull. Probably what Dylan Dennis get in the rating. Bro, he's getting horrible ratings real quick, bro. I'll show you. Where's the showing viewers thing? I apologize. Dylan Dennis got, where is it? Did I delete it by mistake or something? Oh, no. I just, hold on. Here we go. My man got 50 votes. He got 50% 1 star. Oh, I'm in the freaking way again. You gotta love it. Okay, Miller, just stay somewhere over there. We'll figure out your camera placement later. But look, these are right here. He has 50% 1 star out of 50 votes. I only put this one 5 hours ago. So Devin Haney, he got 34% 4 stars, 31% 3 stars. So a lot of people are not sold on Devin Haney. Let's see. Bro, the one interesting one was is Deontay Wilder done? That's an interesting one. 55% people said yes, he's done as a champion. 23% said he'll bounce back. 15% said done for good. And then the Wilder fans out there that I gotta respect, 7% only said will be champion again. It's gonna be tough to picture him as a champion again, but we shall see. Danny Burns always commenting on the community post. We're just talking about that a bit, man. Like, as far as like the community posts and things of that nature. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, man. Truly appreciate your support. Does Dylan Dennis even fight anymore? So he was on the Ariel Helwani show today, JT, and he was on the Ariel Helwani show today, and he was basically saying that he has that knee injury that just keeps bugging him, so he's just trying to work that out, and that's the only reason he hasn't fought in I think like 2.5 years. So it's been a long time. So let's see when he comes back, but he's been out for a while. Regret not watching boxing since the beginning of MMA, except for a few big fights. This new generation getting me back in. There's a few young fighters that are interesting, like a Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, if you like things of that nature. Jojo Diaz. What other names? Lomachenko's a bit older, but still fun to watch. Canelo, Caleb Plant is November 6th. Jared Anderson, the heavyweight. The young American heavyweight is making a name for himself. Naoya Inoue is a crazy good fighter. If you ever get to look him up, he's another one. There's a lot of fighters out there. I saw that plugs that Mikey lost. He got criticized heavily. I seen a lot of people just basically saying that, look, man, that's what happens when you have long layoffs and your heart's not in it and you're doing a bunch of other things besides training. And a lot of people were actually criticizing Robert Garcia as far as a trainer too, saying that he was overrated. I mean, Mikey Garcia, imagine he fought Spence and a lot of formidable and reputable fighters, but to lose, on Saturday, that's not a good look. If he really wants to keep fighting, he's gonna have to put on an impressive performance, because he lost to somebody he shouldn't have lost to. Poopy says, all right, bro, have a good night, bro. To see you when I see you. Sounds good, Poopy. Much love, good night, my guy. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you guys are just getting here, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for post notifications. And I truly appreciate you guys being here. I truly do. 13 likes on the video. Thank you guys so much. I'm about to get out of here. I've been live for like about an hour. That's about how I want to keep it. I didn't think I was going to go on this long, but it's good practice for me, and we're going to keep the content rolling. That Gervonta versus Rolly fight is going to be there's so much things to talk about, man. So thank you for bringing that up. There's so much things to talk about. But Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero he's bold for taking this fight, number one. I think I think Gervonta Davis mops the floor with him. I truly think Logan Paul will knock Dylan Dennis out. Dylan Dennis out. We shall see. Where Julie at? She calls him. Oh, she hates him, and she doesn't like Canelo either. Yeah, there you go. You said she hates everything that has to do with Canelo. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here though. Want to go hang out with the wifey a bit and just watch the football game. So, and then tomorrow I'm gonna work on a couple videos. We're gonna keep just bringing out content and just working hard to like really improve the channel. So, sorry for the late start and the podcast being like all over the place, but we'll work on it. Like, we're getting there. This was when was this? A week ago, we was at 3,600 subscribers. It says here, right there. By the way, yeah, 3,000 right there. 3,600 subscribers. We're at like 3,740, 39 right now. So pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Thank you guys for hanging out. JT, I'm gonna keep these coming. Let me know in the community tab if you get a chance, or in my next video, whatever. What time is best for you guys as far as a podcast? Is it better just do it this late? It might be, it might not be. Maybe this is the way to go. Monday nights late, like at 9 p.m. Who knows? Maybe start like at this time. But thank you guys, JT, for all the questions and for all the thoughts and comments, so we could go back and forth. Is really helpful. Zelme always showing love. He doesn't care what time it is. He's always showing love. So thank you, Zelme. Overall 99. Thank you. Puts out great content as well too. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for a fun stream, and we'll be back soon. A lot of topics to talk about. So we'll be back. Much love. God bless. JT, Zelme, anybody else in chat, good night. Danny Burns, good night. And I'll catch you in the next one. Video should be coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday, so keep it locked. And Saturday we'll be covering a bunch of fights, so make sure you're here. All right, guys. Peace.